There's just something about shooting time lapses in public. Everyone looks at you like you're crazy. It's actually really hot outside compared to inside. It's really cold inside. Can you imagine? The trip we went to Ngare and Dare, we got back home at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Imagine, I couldn't even edit the vlog, so it kind of threw off my whole editing, posting thingy. That's why these videos are like, they're saying Sunday and then posting the video on like Tuesday. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's the reason why. So this video, you guys won't even believe what happened. Like, it's insane. I'm still so shocked about the whole sequence of events, and I was almost conned. I'm not talking about like small conned, or you can get conned today and then forget it tomorrow. I'm talking about life-changing, holy shit, I almost got conned. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, so I shoot with two cameras. One is the Sony A7S, which is shooting this video, and then the other one is my Nikon D750, which I use to shoot my professional photography gigs, mainly because the Sony A7S II isn't that good in taking photos. So I want to make a whole shift from Nikon to Sony, and I wanted to sell my Nikon D750 along with all the other lenses I have for it, and then invest in the new Sony A7 III, which is amazing, and I've been dreaming about that camera for like ages. So I put up my camera and lenses for sale up on this group on Facebook, and a few days later this guy hits me up asking if it's still available and that his boss is looking to buy a camera. So he asked for my contact and I gave it to him. In all that excitement, I didn't even bother looking at the guy's profile picture. His damn profile picture is a house, a freaking house. Like, what is this? A house on Facebook looking for cameras for their bosses to sell and buy? I mean, he even has a friend called Hohitetko Tech. Hohitet. Anyway, so his boss calls and he says that he's from this huge local firm and that he wants to see pictures of the camera just to show him the condition, and he said he would send his accountant to come and check out the condition of the camera. His accountant? Why would you send your accountant? What do you mean why he would send his accountant? Didn't you think of that earlier? So this guy comes over and looks at my camera like this, just literally like this. This is very nice. I'm looking at the guy like, ha, this noob, he wants to buy this camera equipment, he doesn't even know what to look for. Speaking of which, if you want to buy a camera, look at the shutter count and look at the scratches on the lens. That's how you can kind of tell how well that camera has been handled. So the guy disappears, and later that day I get a call from the boss saying that the deal is done and he likes the condition of everything, and he asked if I could take a check. And I didn't want a check. I mean, I'm giving you such expensive equipment. I need some proof that I know I'll get the money after I give you my stuff. So he says he'd give me a banker's check, and I'm kind of a noob at bank stuff, so I didn't know what a banker's check was. I told him I'd get back to him, went down running to my parents and told them that someone's offering to give me a banker's check, and my sister said,
"Banker's check? That's confirmation."
And my dad just goes like, "Don't trust a banker's check. Banker's checks can be forged sometimes, and you may think that it's proof that you're going to get payment, but then if you take that banker's check to the bank, they tell you that it's a fraud and you end up crying because you lost all your equipment and important stuff." Yeah. So anyway, we scratched that off because I told my dad that I trust the guy because he's the owner of this big business firm, and I don't think they would do anything shady like that. And later that day I started packing up everything and I started reminiscing on the good times with my Nikon D750, and my sister was right by my side while I was doing it. I kept telling her all about the good times that I had with this amazing camera, which I did. I had some really good times with this camera. I mean, it's the reason why I'm here now. It's like the best thing. Anyway, all of a sudden it just clicks to her. Wait.
Who came to look at your camera?
His accountant.
Was he wearing a uniform?
No, he wasn't.
Did you ask him for his ID?
No, I didn't.
Why would he send his accountant to come and see a camera he's buying?
I don't even care. He's buying it. Who cares? I mean, he's probably a noob who wants to buy a camera.
He's an owner of a huge firm. Why would he want to buy your second-hand camera?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's cheaper.
Radveer, don't release your stuff until that check goes through.
Kirat, you're just being paranoid. And then she goes and tells my dad everything. And then later on, my dad calls me and tells me,
do not release your equipment until that check clears. This equipment is really expensive and you have to be really cautious. Don't release your equipment until the money has gone into the bank.
fair enough. I call the guy and I tell him that I can't release the stuff until the payment goes through, and he goes like,
but I needed the camera by tomorrow.
I can come and drop it as soon as that check goes through.
I needed to parcel it to somewhere.
So all of a sudden he needed to parcel the camera. I'll come and drop it as soon as that check goes through. What's the earliest you need to parcel it?
Early morning tomorrow.
Okay. Send your guy to bring the banker's check ASAP today. We'll go together to the bank and we'll see if it's all okay, and I'll release the equipment then.
You know what? You've disappointed me. You said you'd release the equipment as soon as I gave you the check.
But I have to be cautious. It's expensive equipment.
You know what? Blah, 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 blah. Bye.
And he just spoke a bunch of gibberish and just cut the phone. I almost got my life robbed away from me. Like, what? So guys, anyway, I made this video because I think it's a lesson to all of us that you shouldn't be so naive and you shouldn't be too excited if you need to make some money or get rid of stuff, or just, you know, think you're getting a really good deal. And you shouldn't just jump into things without first considering what the possibilities are. Things may not actually be what they seem, and this may happen to anyone else out there. So I just thought I should make a video about this whole thing so that it doesn't happen to any of you. And if you guys think that there's other people around you who this may likely happen to, just share it out with them. Yeah, because for me, if I didn't listen to anyone, if I didn't listen to my dad or my sister, if they didn't even, like, you know, if they didn't consider the possibility that it may be a con, I would have probably lost everything. And that equipment still, even though I'm selling it, really means a lot to me because it's what I make my living with. So imagine losing that. It would be so devastating. So yeah guys, that's the story of how I was about to get conned. And yeah, if you think anyone else needs to hear this, share it with them. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Fan of the day.